Hello, this is Cody and welcome to the channel. Today we're out here at the awesome 55 plus community, Sun City West. It is out here in the West Valley. It's a really centrally located 55 plus community. It's very, very popular. I'm sure you've heard of it. It is a great community because you can get in here at a lower price point, but it still has all the amenities that you need and very nice homes. So in this video, we're gonna do a tour of all the amenities that they have. We'll drive around the community so you can see what it's like to be in here, and we'll do a home tour of the home I'm at here so you can really get a feel for what this community is like. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So we're going to start over here at one of the recreation centers, the Koontz Center. We're going to tour all of the recreation centers in this video, but first I want to go through the location. Sun City West is out here in the West Valley. You can see it's pretty centrally located. It's like only a couple miles away from Sun City, so it's a really good location. You can hop on multiple highways to get anywhere in the valley, so it's a really good spot out here, a lot more centrally located than a lot of other 55 plus communities. So you see this courtyard area over at the Koontz Center. All of these different doors and these different windows lead into one of their club rooms. So in this one, they did knitting. There's one over there where they do photography. There was a woodworks one. So as you can see, this whole area is just filled with different clubs and activities that they have. There were a ton of people in there doing things, so you can stay really busy in here. Real quick, before we move on, I just wanted to let you know about my free 55 plus community guide. I offer this. All you need to do is email me. It compares all of the 55 plus communities and it gives you a ton of information. So just send me an email and I can send that right over to you for free. This is just another courtyard over here at the Koontz Center. This is more of a hangout area. They have this nice piece of art. They have some seats over here. There is a fireplace in the middle, as you can see right over there. String lights. So a lot of people do hang out in here at night and just enjoying the center, which is open until 9 p.m. So over here, we're at the same center. You just walk across the parking lot. It's not a far walk at all. And here is the softball field at the Koontz Center. So it was a really nice softball field. The whole thing is turf, so you're not going to get all dirty with the red dirt and everything. There were bleachers for people to watch, and there were nice facilities in there. So it really is a nice field. And of course, you have to have your golf cart parking. And then right over there by that building is the pool. There were so many people in it. It was a hot day here, so I couldn't get any good footage. But here's a photo of it. It's more of an exercise style pool, but there is seating out there. People were hanging out and lounging out there as well. So you don't have to exercise at it, but that's just the more style that this pool is. Every center has different styles of pool. And then, of course, here are the tennis courts. There are a ton of tennis courts in Sun City West. This is just one club. They turn these into pickleball courts sometimes, as you can see the lines there. And there were plenty of them. And like I said, it was a pretty hot day, so no one's out here playing, but usually these courts are pretty full. And this is just a little bit of footage driving to one of the other clubs. You can see the golf cart driving by. This is a very golf cart friendly community, so if you have a golf cart, this is the place to be for sure. This is the R.H. Johnson Club that we're at here. It is the biggest club in Sun City West. You can see all of those buildings are this one club. They have a ton of facilities. There's a lot to do here. So while making the tour of this community, the biggest thing I really noticed is just how many people are out of their house, out and about, whether they're driving their golf carts around, golfing, or at the community centers hanging out with their friends. There were just people out and about everywhere, which I think is really awesome because that's really what these 55 plus communities are about. And I think this one gives you a great sense of community. So here we're still at the R.H. Johnson Club. That was the mini golf course. They have an 18-hole mini golf course. You can see all of the holes were in the background there. And this is just a quick little description of what they offer at this center. This is the biggest one, so they do have the most amenities here, like I mentioned before. And coming up over here are the bocce ball courts at this center. There were quite a few of them over here. They were very nice. And it does look like a lot of this stuff is empty and no one's using it. But it was quite a hot day. I believe it was 95, approaching 100 degrees here when I took this video. My phone was actually overheating while I took this, so I had to put it in the shade and let it cool off for a little while. But a lot of people are inside using the pools, inside doing activities. They have pool rooms, they have bowling rooms. So there's a ton of stuff to do indoors when it is too hot outside. You can see part of one of the golf courses here. Obviously, Sun City West is huge into golf, as a lot of the 55 plus communities are. They have 7 golf courses in this community alone. You can pay $3,500 a year and you'll have unlimited play for this community on all the different courses. Or you can pay for an unlimited pass on one course or for half a year or just per game, whatever it may be. But there are tons of options if you're into golf. And then here we're still at the R.H. Johnson Center. These are the pickleball and tennis courts over there. Literally as far as the eye can see, there were so many of them, I couldn't believe it. And then right over here is the lawn bowling area, and around it is actually a walking track. So that was a really cool spot too to get some exercise in. And you can see driving through this community, it's very beautiful. There's golf courses everywhere, so there's nice scenery. The roads aren't very busy at all, and there's golf carts driving around everywhere. So very golf cart friendly, like I mentioned before. Here we are at another one of the clubs in this community. There are 4 of them, as I mentioned. This is the newest and most modern club in here. This is called the Palm Ridge Club. This is quite a big community here in Sun City West. There are over 16,000 homes in this community, so that's why they have the 4 different clubs. There's going to be a club no matter where you live in the community, right down the street from you. So you have access to that. It'll be right down the street, very convenient, and you can travel around to different clubs and use the different amenities and everything like that. Sun City West is actually its own city. So it's not like some of those other 55 plus communities where they're in the city of Buckeye or they're in the city of Surprise or whatever it is. Sun City West is actually its own city, so it has its own hospitals and everything like that. So this Palm Ridge Center that we're at here is not the biggest club in this community. That title goes to the R.H. Johnson Club, which we were just at. But this one is the newest one in the community. It's the most modern. It has the newest of everything in here. So I think that's a very big positive of this club here. I thought it looked really nice. It was really well presented and really well put together. Over here you can see all the pickleball courts. There were a lot of people playing, even though it was hot, like I mentioned earlier. There were a lot of people out there, but there's a ton of courts, so I don't think you run out of room ever. Here's a really quick look at the pool. There were a lot of people in there. I didn't want to film them, but this pool is more resort style. It's more loungy. People are hanging out in there. There's water fountains out there tanning. So it's less of an exercise pool. They did have a pool indoors there that was for exercise. So that club kind of has it all. So now let's get into the houses. There are a ton of options in here. You can get a patio home for as low as $209,000, or you can get the nice luxury homes on the golf course with a pool all the way up to $900,000. This home we're at here is 2 beds, 2 bath, 1,800 square feet. It was a very nice house, very nice kitchen in here. At the time of this video, this home was listed at $450,000. You can see Sun City West in here is a lot lower of a threshold to get into. I mean, you can get a home for $209,000. It'll be a patio home, but still you can get into the community, get access to all the great amenities, the great location for a lower price. So it really is a great community and a great option for many people. Sun City was built between 1978 and 1997. This house was built in 1992, so right at the back end of that. Part of the reason this community is so popular is because it is newer than Sun City, but the prices are still not crazy high to get into here. They have great amenities, and like I said, it is newer in a great location. So this is quite a popular community, and you can see why. That $125 a month HOA that you just saw is for this community specifically, and that is just for exterior maintenance and stuff like that. When you do buy a house in here, and this is all of Sun City, you have a capital improvement fee. It is a one-time fee of $4,200, and that's only when you buy, not when you sell, and you just pay it one time. And then you pay for your rec centers, and that is $526 a year. All of these fees are pretty reasonable and pretty on par with all of the other communities. It's just the home prices that are fairly reasonable compared to some of the other communities in a great location with great amenities. So that's why this community is so popular, like I mentioned. Now we're over here at our 4th and final club in Sun City West. This is the Beardsley Club. This club is pretty nice. They have an indoor pool. They do not have an outdoor pool. There was a big park area on the outside, so you can see a lot of people out here. There's ramadas over there that you can rent out, hang out in the shade, grill. There were people using it over there, having a little get-together, so that was really cool to see. They have a lot of walking paths all throughout this park area over here, and inside there they do have a greenhouse. I thought that was pretty unique. It seems like they're big into gardening and outdoor stuff in this community, so that was really cool to see, something different. What I'm walking into right now is what they called the meditation garden. They have their new growth stuff right there. You can see this nice fountain over here. So it was a really cool, peaceful spot, nice park to hang out outdoors. And then they do have a mini golf course here as well. So there were a lot of holes. I believe it was another 18-hole course. So this was another option. And like I said, these amenities aren't usually empty like this. I was here in the middle of the day and it was pretty hot. So everyone was in the pool or inside doing activities in there. And I thought this was really cool and unique. This is their horseshoe club. So you can see they have a lot of horseshoe pits out here that they play in. They have benches and umbrellas for watching them. And they do host tournaments here, I saw on the board. So I thought that was really cool. You don't see horseshoes too often at too many clubs. and it looks like they're really into it, and it gets pretty intense out here. So I thought that was really awesome and unique. And over here is getting into their model train area. This was really cool, really unique. You don't see this often at all. These trains actually drive around through here at certain times. There's a schedule out there. They have little model houses in there. It's like a whole little town. It was something really cool, and it goes to show you how in Sun City West you can find something to do and something to be interested in everywhere. There's a ton of different things to do in here, and it caters to every different type of person. Overall, I think this was an awesome community in here. If you're looking at Sun City, definitely do your research into Sun City West as well. They have a lot newer homes in here, and the amenities are newer. It is very nice in here. It's a really good option, and the prices aren't very high at all when compared to these other communities. Thank you for joining me out here on our tour of Sun City West. I hope I was able to show you what a great community this is and everything it has to offer. If you'd like that 55 plus guide, just go ahead and shoot me an email. I'll send that right over to you completely for free. It's a great resource, has a ton of information in it. And so if you guys have any other questions, just reach out to me anytime. I am a local realtor here in Phoenix. I do a ton of work in these 55 plus communities, so I know a lot about them. So I really look forward to seeing you guys at the next video. Thanks again for watching.